Hello students, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to discuss different types of the method by which cell communicate with each other, which we call in our language as cell signaling. Here, if you see in this diagram, you are finding this is a two cells, how they are communicating with each other by direct contact with it. Is it clear? So you can see this is a type of a cell junction in which two cells are directly coming in contact, and the cell junctions in animal cell is known as gap junctions and in plant cell is known as plasmodesmata, by which the material exchange is going on. Another is cell to cell recognition, and this is generally seen in animal cell where the two cells they are able to communicate with the molecules which are coming out from their surface. Okay, so they are able to do the cell recognition with the molecules which is coming out from the surface. Now, local signaling. If suppose the chemical which is released by one cell, means one cell is releasing chemical, and if suppose the receptor is present on the same cell, see here in this diagram, these are the chemicals released, for example, cytokines. These are the chemical signaling molecules, and the receptors are present on the same cell which is producing this chemical, then this type of signaling is known as autocrine signaling. Means the cell is motivating itself only, or you can say it is having receptors on its own cell so as to release more and more positive response. Now, if suppose the chemical which is released by the signaling cells, this is a secretory cell which is releasing a chemical. Again, let us assume these are cytokines, and the receptor of the responding cell is nearby, means responding cell is very near and they have to travel very short distance. So traveling of very short distance is done. So receptors are able to go to the nearby cell by a process of simple diffusion. Then we say this is paracrine signaling. Another paracrine type of paracrine signaling only, but when we see between the neurons and between the target cell can be your another neuron, can be a muscle cell or a gland cell. So gap is there, and this gap is known as synaptic cleft. Clear? This gap is known as synaptic cleft. So the chemical which is moving from one end of the neuron and targeting the target cell, we say this type of signaling is synaptic signaling. Again, they are traveling only short distance, so they can go by simple diffusion only. So local signaling, when they have to travel for short distance, two type are there, paracrine and synaptic signaling. But if they have to travel for long distance, if the chemicals have to travel the long distance and they're traveling through blood, so receptors will be present some far away from on the cell, then that type of signaling is known as endocrine signaling. So these signal molecules, which are also known as hormones, they will be released from the secretory cells, from the blood they will go, and they will be binding to the receptor only which is present on the target cell. They will go everywhere, but the receptors where are present, they will bind to that cell only. Is it clear? So such type of signaling is known as long distance signaling, means endocrine signaling. So let us revise once again. Cell to cell direct contact can be cell to cell junctions or can be cell to cell recognition. Short distance can be your paracrine or synaptic, and long distance is endocrine. So I hope so this video might be helpful for you. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe the channel for more videos.